Hey, we're back. Thanks, plywood. All right, where were we? Hey, what's up, Ray? I gotta do some sharpening, man. These things are a little dull. Whoopsie. That's not good. Luckily, it's a tool for me, but. So, Ray, what are you working on this week? That's one. We're going to make a third handle for this chisel. I think. That should work pretty well. That actually is a pretty good finish. Sorry, Suzanne. So let's see. Now the next one we're going to make is for this chisel. Hey, SETI. So we're going to experiment with this. We're trying to get it as deep as possible. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, I think Billy broke it. No, I think it was me doing this QA. There was a QA option, I hit it, so I think that did it. I'm not sure. All right, so this time we're going to do a handle for this chisel, and we're going to go over and epoxy these in when we're done. Yeah, I blame Billy. I mean, you know, why not? Thanks for taking the heat, Billy. coming loose. Thing's coming a little loose. All right, so what's everybody up to today? Hey, what's up, Muck? Hey, Papa? Or Paper? All right, Billy, sounds good. Hey, SMS, how are you? Rodrigo from Rio de Janeiro. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how we like holding this thing. Do me a favor and hit that like button, everybody. That's pretty generic. I don't know if I like that or not. I appreciate that. Let's see if that fits. I have no idea. I've never done this before on this. So, we'll see how close we are. Okay, so not bad. Just need to make it so right there. I'm back. Rumple, what's up, man? Man, that just does not feel solid to me, guys. It's not seated, so we're gonna have to flatten it right in there. Just take your time when you're doing something like this. I think we're bottomed out. Let me look. Yeah, we're bottomed out. Sorry about that. Talking about bugs. That's better. But we want this to be all the way up if we can. So yeah, I'm going to, Billy. Definitely going to put some epoxy. You know what? It's not, it just doesn't feel solid. You know what I mean, guys? I'm nervous about that. Hey, there we go. Yep, that's it. All right, that'll work. See, look. We're fully seated right there. That's what I wanted. So let's finish shaping. We're going to go do some epoxy. Good deal. So we're good there. That's a good fit. Nice tight fit. Good deal. Let's just finish shaping it. Now, guys, I'm in the Oklahoma in the United States. Where are you guys watching from? Other than your couch. California. What's up, Stacy? Billy from North Carolina. Alabama. Cincinnati, man. I'd love to have a basement. Hey, Cynthia, how's it going? Whoopsie. Kind of like it. So let's part this off real quick. All right, let's bust that sander out, and then we're going to go put some epoxy in these. All right. So we tried 3 different handle styles. I'll show all of them to you in just a second. This sanding disc works really well. A little fast. We need to go down about 600 RPM. That's nice and smooth now. All right, let's go assemble this stuff. So here's the one we did the other day. This is the one we did earlier, and we textured the handle. And you know, once we set the epoxy, tomorrow I'll come back and add some probably boiled linseed oil. It's a really good shop tool. So this is for the rasp. So that's for that one. And then this is going to be for this chisel. That's about right too. You make it a little thick because you might use a hammer on it. You know what I mean? I'm no expert, but that's what I would use it for. And I can use it by hand as well. Ugh. All right. Let's mix some of this 5-minute epoxy. Hey, thanks, Rumple. Yeah, that dragonfly. Here, I'll show you one real quick. Yeah, Rumple, here's one of those dragonflies. I've got a few of them here. Yeah, there's one of them. These are all, that's maple, walnut, and mahogany. You want the chisels? Ray? Ray, I think this one was actually on my dad's workbench when he passed away. I've got a few old tools like that. I really haven't used this one much at all. I've used it to scrape glue, that's it. Because it never had a good handle, so That's my goal, was to get a good handle on this to where I can use it. Let me grab a stir stick, and we're going to mix some, this is Harbor Freight 5-minute epoxy. Hey, Cynthia, thank you. Yeah, Ray, man, I have really good luck at flea markets. I buy antique tools at flea markets, like a lot of hand planes. I bought several hand planes, and I use those when I'm making dining room tables, things like that. So I use hand planes pretty often, depending what I'm making. Hey, Walter Pizzoni, how are you? So like I said, this is just some 5-minute epoxy from Harbor Freight. I've used a few different brands before. Usually, I think I've used this and Gorilla Glue. Those are the two I've used. And the Harbor Freight's fine. Stir it up real good. It's a 1-to-1. It'll start stiffening up on you. All right. Let me pull out my, gosh, why can't I remember what these are called? Hey, Aguda Souza. So we got our, gosh, why can't I remember what that is, guys? What is that called? I don't remember. I'm drawing a blank. So, oh well. So we're going to put some in it. I don't know why I can't remember it, but whatever. We're going to put epoxy down the hole. And honestly, I might have made the hole too large. Too deep, I mean. That's a lot. Go around it so it sets the... Gosh, I can't remember what this is called. That's going to bug me. As soon as we are not live, I bet I'll remember it. Boom. Shakalaka. Then there's just a little, we're just going to push it down. Oh man, that's a good fit. Okay. We're going to get a paper towel, wipe the excess. If I can find one, you know how it goes. Collar. Man, that's not the term I'm used to using. I can't remember what the heck I used to call it. It's in a knife, not bezel, knife. Gosh, man, it's going to bug me, y'all. I don't remember. All it does, it supports the wood so it doesn't split when you're using it. Let's make sure that's straight. See, that's a little crooked. So we're going to kind of straighten that out. And it's not like crazy important. It's only a file. Bushing, yeah. That does look crooked. Look at that. It's just sitting there. I mean, it's just a file. So we're going to set that right here. This is where I've been putting them. We're just going to let that set. And it's a file, so it can be crooked. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, whatever. Now, for the chisel, I'd like it to be a little more exact. Hey, Todd, are you in here? Todd, what's going on? Number 40 for my likes. Thanks, Todd. Appreciate you, man. So we're going to need a little bit more of this Harbor Freight 5-minute epoxy. We're almost out. We're going to go buy some more, I guess. I don't remember how much it was. It was cheap. The Gorilla Glue version, I think, was like $5 or $7. The Harbor Freight, I want to say it's like $3. Chime in if you know how much it is. I'm not sure. I thought it was like $3 or $2. For us in the U.S., that's a dollar bill, y'all. All right. So this one's a little different. It doesn't have a bushing. What's up, Tim? How you doing, man? Doesn't have a bushing. We are just filling it full of epoxy and doing a, it's got a nice friction fit. We're just going to fill it full of epoxy. And honestly, I don't think we're going to have to need that much. But I'd rather have too much than not enough. So we're just going to pile some in there, see what happens. I'm going to put some around the... It's not a collet. Gosh darn, what is that thing called? I don't remember, y'all. Let's go with it. Spread it out to where it's a little even. Sure, good enough. Come on. It's a shop tool. Let's be real about this thing. Ooh, plenty of epoxy. There's that. Dang, y'all. That's looking legit. That's looking like I meant to do it. You know what I mean? That's cool. And that, I didn't even mean to make it, you know, I've seen those chisels before where they're like this, where they're a real small handle. That's going to be great. We're just going to get this extra off. And then tomorrow I'll come back and I'll sand this up for a final time. And then I'm going to put, that looks good, you guys. Look at that. I think I might have to polish this up since I'm making a nice handle for it. Ferrule. Thank you, Rumple. Ferrule. That's what I was thinking about. Thank you. That's what this is. That's the ferrule. Thank you. That's it. That's what I was looking for, man. So, hey, I'm super pleased with that. That looks pretty sweet. Wow, I'm liking that. So, hey, if you need any handles built for your tools, hit me up. I do ship to the U.S. I have made custom handles for different projects for people. So, let me change this around here. Whoopsie. All right, guys, that's it. So, I've got a little, let's see what I've got. I could engrave my signature. You want to see it, Stacy? My other one isn't good enough. Here, let me show you the one I made Saturday. I got to get this epoxy off my fingers real quick. Engrave your signature. So, of course, my compressor just kicked on. Here's the handle we made last Saturday, or this last Saturday, for one of the rasps. I made it this way to get a better grip. So that's great. It cured really nicely. I pre-finished the handle. So, yeah, maybe I'll laser engrave my name, my maker's mark. I've got let me show you my big boy laser. There's my big ridiculous laser if you guys haven't seen it. Ferrule, yes. Yeah, there's my laser. I do make a lot of different things. This is one of the things I made for myself, was a walnut and Paduke sign for my company. That's my company, My Honey's Handmade. So, yeah, hit me up if you ever need anything. But I am looking for customers for my fireflies. So if you guys know anybody that really likes fireflies, $100 and I'll ship them anywhere in the U.S. and the lower 48 states. Or make me a better offer. I'll take offers on those. I've got 4 of these left. I had a craft show and I sold 2 or 3. So, you made the dust tool. Which dust tool, man? Todd, what are you talking about, made the dust tool? I'm trying to think what you're talking about, man. Not sure what dust tool you're talking about, Todd. Anybody need some salt and pepper shakers? Yeah, I'm not sure what dust tool I made. Dust tool. What dust tool did I make? I don't know. I've made some I make router plates for like Harbor Freight routers, but oh, you made the dust too. Oh yeah, thanks. Not tool. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about, man? All right, guys. So, are we done? You want to make anything else on the lathe? Because those are the two handles we made. I think we're going to be really happy with those, meaning me. That actually looks really good. That's just going to dry overnight. I need to increase my tool holder. It needs to be a little bigger because I'm going to put these in there. They usually just sit right there where all the dust is. Other than that, we are working on lake maps today. Lots of lake maps. Lots of orders. So, hope you guys are having a good one. Sorry, buddy. Hope you guys are having a good one. Catch you on the next one. Got a cold, so I'm not talking as much. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. Let me know if you're going live. Todd, when are you going live? I haven't been on one of your lives in a long time. I know you had an injury or something a couple of months ago. See you, Billy. You know what? Hold up. Let me see if we can make this. I've got a. I was inspired by Mike D at the Whacking Shack. A couple of months ago, he made a rolling pin. Let's see. Let me show you what I've got. I made a blank ready to turn, but I'm going to do handles. Let me show you. I don't know if my lathe is big enough for it. I might have to cut this down. Let's see. I don't know if this will fit on my lathe or not, man. That's like, nah, I need to cut about 2 inches off. I'll be right back. Whoops, sorry. Hey, see you, Tim. Grab a pencil. I think I'm sticking around, Billy. This thing's been over here for about a month and a half needing to be made. And Let's just get it out of the way. I need to get it out of the way. It's just been sitting in the shop. All right, let me get my face shield on. Oh yeah, Rumpel, I etch all the time. Let me show you. Yeah, I etched today for a customer. I can actually cut wood with it. Here's a buddy of mine. This is what the etching looks like. That's one version of it. Yeah, that thing etches. It can cut wood as well. I can cut 3/4 inch thick wood with it. So let me get my face shield on. We're gonna look at this. This is some beautiful curly maple here. Different thicknesses, but I'm not trying to make it look exactly uniform. We're gonna try to make a rolling pin. I've never done it like this. I've never done one actually. I'm trying to think if I have any other. That's a little small. Thanks, Wes. What's up, Wes? How you doing, man? Let's see what happens. I'm thinking of drilling here. I really am not sure. Never done one like this. I really should do this on my other lathe, but we're gonna try it. What the heck? We just might make a small one. Driving and lurking. Crank up the speed a little bit. Switch over to my square tool. That's a big old chunk of wood, you know it? Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh, my bad. Sorry, y'all. gonna look pretty. Oh man, that's gonna be nice. Still not quite round right here. All right, so that's round. All right. Not even close. Oh, hello. Dang, that's a little scary. A little scary. Just a little. Sorry, Suzanne. I went ahead and I'm working on this rolling pin. I have had this in the shop for about 8 weeks, ready to turn. Yeah, we changed our mind. I wanted to get it done. Hey, what's up, Matt? How are you? I'm glad you approve, Suzanne. Matthew, what's up, man? That's pretty good. A little bit right there. All right, we're going to start with 80 grit because it really needs to be leveled out. Yeah. To help it stay square, I'm going to make a homemade sanding block that's flat. I don't think that's doing as much as I thought. That's helping a lot. All right, switch up to 100. Salutations from Colombia. Hello, hello. Let me grab some 100 if I've got any. Let's see. Let me grab some 100. Well, that's 120. I guess 120 is going to have to work. Let me pop the grain. Yeah.
Your phone's here.
Okay.
Come on, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, you gotta email that lady.
All right, guys, I got to go. We'll finish this tomorrow because I've got to turn the handles on each side and I've got to drill holes. So we'll work on that tomorrow. Hope you guys are having a good one. Thanks a lot.